Today I have got my thoughts on The Last Kids on Earth, and now this is my thoughts on the books. I have done my thoughts on the Netflix take on Book 1, which is currently the only one that's on Netflix. Book 2 should be on Netflix probably in the coming months, from what I've heard. And then I don't know yet on books 3 to 5. But as an overall, I really like the books, and they're slowly getting darker. I'm partway into book 3 right now, and I am really enjoying this whole series. Love the first book, and I love the Netflix take on it too, so I can't wait for that part for the Netflix take on the second one, which should be coming soon. And then the second one is just adds to that darkness feel and continues the plot building, and I just think that's how a book should be. If it's in a series, it should continue the plot, which this series has done very, very well, and I applaud the author for the ideas that he comes up with for all these books, which so far I've been hooked on these things, and I'll go hours of just reading these books, and they're just so good, and they've got a different feel to anything that I've read in a very long time. And I just think that these things are some of the best books that I've read in at least a couple years, which I'm not a big reader, but this series has gotten me back into reading books in my spare time, and I think that's great, which I know you're always supposed to be reading and just having a good time of the story. But when the stories can hook you as much as this series does, very few books have done that for me. Last time that I probably had a series hook me as good as this one was this one series. I don't remember what the name of the series was, but this kid had to survive like a whole year on his own because he's like getting hunted by the government or something. I don't know. He was getting hunted and had to survive for a year before everything would go back to normal. I got halfway through the book, or through the series, and then kind of lost interest in it. And so that's what I'm hoping doesn't happen with these books, which I've gotten through the first two. Currently on the third one. Hope to finish that one soon so I can move on to the fourth one. But still in the process, make the fourth and fifth one last until April, which is when book 6 will come out, which there is a survival guide. But I'm not entirely sure if that goes along with the consisting story that's been building in each book here. But as an overall, I would definitely recommend these books. I would recommend reading the books before you watch the Netflix series. And that I kind of learned the hard way, because I watched the Netflix take on the first book before I read the book, and kind of knew what was going to happen already, which that'll be the case with the rest of the books once they get onto Netflix. But because the books are out before the Netflix series versions, I will hopefully still be entertained, and they'll give you better look at the characters compared to the inside of the books. But if you guys are wondering if I don't recommend the books, I definitely do. If you've seen the Netflix series, I recommend the books. And if you're looking for a horror story that's not extremely scary, but still can get you ready for Halloween, even though it's not Halloween at all right now, but these series of books have got me pumped for Halloween next year, or this coming year. A lot more than past years, because Halloween isn't really a favorite time of year for me. But you guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future. Don't know when my next video will be. It'll probably be a 2-for-1 Lego haul, because I have ordered missing parts as well as parts needed for a current mock that I'm working on, which you guys, if you follow my Facebook page, which the link is in the description, if you follow that, you'll know what my current project is. Currently not able to make a ton of progress on that, but once those pieces from the pick-a-brick order I did come in, then I will be able to finish that mock, and we'll show you guys the finished product. So you guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future.